final investment appraisal technique that we shall be discussing is the IRR. And this is one of the easiest calculations to do because we shall be using the calculations that we've already done to calculate the IRR. As you can see, IRR formula is added to the screen. So IRR equals to RA plus NPVA divided by NPVA minus NPVB within brackets RB minus RA. So first let's look into the discounting factors, which is RA, RB minus RA. So RA implies a lower discounted rate chosen, RB, which is the higher discounted rate chosen, and NPVA means net present value at a lower discounted rate, and NPVB is the net present value at the higher discounted rate. So we simply use the information that we've already calculated and substitute to the formula. So I'm going to highlight the information that is required to calculate the IRR. So we need the discounting factors, the higher and the lower discounting factors, and the value for discounting factor 12 and the value for discounting factor 2. So these are the only four information that we need to calculate the IRR. So here we're going to calculate the IRR using the Bottomless rule. So be very careful when you calculate IRR. You have to calculate using the Bottomless rule. If not, you'll end up getting the wrong answer. So let's calculate the IRR. IRR equals to RA, so I'm just going to write the discounting factors first, which is 2 plus within brackets the highest discounting factor minus the lower discounting factor. So our highest discounting factor is 12%, whereas our lower discounting factor is 2%. And then that multiplied by NPV at RA, which is our lower discounting value. So that is 30,907 divided by 30,907 again minus 217,000. So here we have a minus value 217,538. 538. All right. So you can see here, minus into minus, this will become plus. So when you calculate this particular section, make sure that you add 30,907 to 217,538 because we have a minus value at the higher discount rate. So now let's calculate step by step. So IRR we have 2. The next step is to calculate the IRR. So I'm just first going to calculate IRR. So first let me calculate what is in the brackets. So 2 plus, within brackets 12 minus 2, I get the answer 10 into 30,907 divided by 30,907 plus 217,538, I get the answer 248,445. So that is the second step. Third step, I'm going to divide 30,907 by 248,445. So that will be 2 plus 10 into 30,907 divided by 248,445. I'll get the answer 0.1244. Step number 3. Step number 3, I'm going to calculate this, which is 10 into 0.1244. So I'll get an answer of 1.244. And the final step, I'm going to add 2 plus 1.244. So our IRR will be equal to 3.244%. So this is how we calculate the IRR. You simply substitute the values to the formula given for IRR. If the IRR has a greater value than the cost of the capital, the project can be accepted. If not, the company must reject the project. And IRR is based on the interpolation method. That is the reason that we use two discounting factors, one negative and one positive, to calculate the IRR.